Have you heard of the saying, always being, always becoming? I often speak about the two wings of the bird. In order to be able to fly, not in circles, we are needing two sides of us to be manifested, awoken to, and evolve into, and continuously evolve into. And one is the being part, and that is the spirit part, the part of us that's eternal and always here. That it knows that it's here as one wing, solid, stable, awareness, aware of itself as that presence awakened to itself, the being part. And the becoming part is our humanity. It's our evolution. It's life in its manifested form, and it's always becoming it more and more and more itself. Well, everything in nature does. I mean, look at a tree. It starts as a seed and it becomes and grows more and more into its maturation of its potential, right? And it is being. It's intrinsically always itself. So it is being. And so are we. So are we. The thing is with human beings is that we've forgotten our being part. And as a result, our becoming part is not truly made of the freedom, the emptiness that is an allowance of life to really reach its full potential. Instead, it's becoming kind of forced, without the knowledge that we are what we truly are, that we are the universal. We're not the personal as a person. The becoming part is kind of it can be. It's filled all the time with truth. We are, but it can be made also of personality that is kind of coping strategy, or just dealing with the pain of separation that separation has caused, and led to. So the becoming part could be maybe leaning too far out in the world and lost in the Maya of life, and losing one's own sense of autonomy and what's true for you, true here, right? And so the spiritual journey is where we're leaning in and opening to the being part, and having what they call it come from the background, move from the background to the foreground, the being. It's not just hiding, always there, always there, but it becomes conscious of itself. So being is awoken to and becomes self-conscious, self-awake to itself. That's the primary awakening, okay? And then as awakening deepens, the becoming part, the part that is in the world, that is the other wing, is learning how to fly free of identification of the sticky self center that's always kind of making it land and not take off, basically. So they go together, being and becoming. And that's part of the eternal evolution, even though eternity is always what it is, it's also the divine, the universal. It's also has its nature in form as the divine. And form is evolving everywhere. It's evolving, and it keeps evolving in an awakened being. Okay. And it evolves, and that's part of the embodiment process too. It evolves and it deepens and it sinks and it helps free up conditioning that no longer serves. Things from the unconscious can still bubble up and want to be freed up. And that is kind of an ongoing journey as long as one is alive. Okay. And it's not just because it's what lives perhaps in oneself that is still being purified and harmonized. It's also because we're engaging in the world and we're encountering one another, right? We're encountering ourselves and one another. and life situations and financial and health and friendship and the dissolution of friendship, of relationship, of aging, the dissolution of the body. It's always in flux. Have you noticed? I don't have to tell you. And so the being part is engaged here as and always learning how to be in the now. It's always engaged in the now and growing and learning how to become more and more manifested in this world. Some people call it a dream, but I don't see it so much as that. What's the dream is our projection onto reality. That's the dream, not that the manifested world itself is a dream. Yeah, it's impermanent. That doesn't mean it's a dream. It's made of time. Things come and go, mountains come and go, our bodies, everything is coming and going. This planet will go someday, and our sun and everything. That doesn't mean it's a dream. It's just that that's the divine in form, and it's made of time, and whatever's born is going to return back to where it comes from. Everything. That doesn't make it a dream. What makes it a dream again is the our projections onto reality, our imagination, which mostly has to do with all that has been believed in and born out of separation. That's how it'll view the world as an object and divide itself. The inner division is being played out. Yeah, so this always being, always becoming is something that is forever in as long as one is here and in form is going to be at play. And no matter how awakened a being is, okay, and those who truly know are never say that there's an end to this. There's an end to maybe the realization of what's true. That true is true, but then true in action, true now, true here and now, and now and now and now. That's the becoming part. So I wish you much grace and may you be well and enjoy the ride as much as you can. And may you return home to your own being.